Ikdam 7-2 from threes. Not Form has stayed on 6-1 right from the opening show. Carif has come in from into sevens from 8-1. Floyd is 9-1 going out. Bright Sapphire 25-1. A little bit of money there. And Boskin Chieftain 66-1. And Bacaro is the clear favorite 130 with Ride Again 7-2. And Ikdam same price 6-1 bar.
So wide open batting, and here is good old Floyd. He didn't win last year, but he's been a great servant of the stable. He's a 10-year-old now, and he's run well in the champion hurdle. And actually he meets Nod Form on £10 better terms for that 6th beating here last year. 10-1 from 9-1. Grand old horse, Peter.
Yes, he's been a marvellous servant to David Elsworth, and I expect he's one of David Elsworth's favourite horses. He's ridden here today by Graham Bradley. Really, his third regular pilot in the past. Colin Brown had much success on him, then Simon Sherwood, and now Brad, who rides very much in the same mould as Simon Sherwood, has taken over the ride. And I suppose you've got to consider him a danger, although he hasn't run for a long time. Mr. Elsworth again is always noted for having his horses fit first time, and there'll be a big cheer up from the stands if this went past the post in front, because he's a very popular old campaigner.
Well, the gang's officially good to firm. You can still see traces of frost in the ground, but much improved horse. Former Selling Plater has won 4 out of 7 this season. Very impressive at Utoxeter last time. Starters just calling him in. Just one horse hanging back. Boskin Chieftain, the mount of Jimmy Frost, who was runner-up in the Lion Gate hurdle last time. Here's Peter.
12 flights ahead of them. And Nod Form, the first to show, from Bright Sapphire, and Bacaro and Floyd, and Boskin Chieftain and Carif. Ikdam and Ride Again are the back markers, and Nod Form and Bright Sapphire. Bright Sapphire, Nod Form, Bacaro and Floyd. Then Carif and Boskin Chieftain. Ikdam and Ride Again. Bright Sapphire, the leader from Nod Form, Bacaro and Floyd. A little gap then to Carif and Boskin Chieftain, then Ride Again, and finally Ikdam as they come to the next flight. Over the second, Nod Form lands in the lead from Bright Sapphire, Bacaro and Floyd. A little gap then to Boskin Chieftain and Carif, Ride Again and Ikdam. Three and a quarter miles this time. Quite a long run to the next flight. Bright Sapphire on the inside of Nod Form, then Bacaro and Floyd. Carif comes next, just shading Boskin Chieftain, then Ikdam and Ride Again. Nod Form on the far side of Bright Sapphire as they jump the third. These with about a 4-length advantage over Bacaro, Nod Form and Bright Sapphire. Then Bacaro and Floyd and Carif. Boskin Chieftain. Ride Again. Nod Form over the fourth. From Bright Sapphire. Bright Sapphire just out-jumped Nod Form at that one at the fourth. Bacaro is third and fourth. Floyd. 5 is Carif, then closely grouped Boskin Chieftain, Ikdam and Ride Again. So, racing round the home turn on the first circuit. Bright Sapphire from Nod Form, gap then of about 5 to 6 lengths to Bacaro. Behind him is Floyd, showing with his white face. And then Carif, Boskin Chieftain, Ikdam and Ride Again. The fifth, Nod Form, comes right up sides Bright Sapphire and jumps just in the lead there. Nod Form from Bright Sapphire, Bacaro, Floyd, Carif, Boskin Chieftain, Ride Again and Ikdam. Over the sixth, Nod Form from Bright Sapphire and Bacaro, and now coming up past the winning post with another complete circuit in this Youngman's Long Walk hurdle, and Nod Form is the leader from Bright Sapphire and Bacaro. On the far side is Boskin Chieftain, nearest us is Floyd. Then travelling very smoothly in the checks is Ride Again, and behind them Carif and Ikdam. and not more than 6 lengths between first and last now as they run this right-hand turn. They've got just over 1.5 miles to run now. And beginning the run downhill, Nod Form, a previous course winner, among the winners here of 47 races. Leading Baccaro now, who goes second. Third, Bright Sapphire. Floyd, the old man of the party, the 10-year-old, is fourth. Then Bosky and Chieftain as they come to the 7th. Nod Form flies that one from Baccaro, who goes into a clear second just ahead of Bright Sapphire. Then Bosky and Chieftain and Floyd and Ride Again and Carif and Ikdam, and all still going very well within themselves as they run down towards Swinley Bottom, with Nod Form the leader at the 8th flight from Baccaro. Then Bosky and Chieftain on the inside, Floyd on the outer, Bright Sapphire, Ride Again travelling smoothly, Ikdam going up on the outside, Carif just the back marker, but still travelling well. Got 1 mile to run. Nod Form is the leader. Bright Sapphire is dropping out of it and looks as though he could even be pulled up. Nod Form by about 2 now from Baccaro in second. Floyd is third. Bosky and Chieftain not far behind him in fourth on the inside, but Nod Form still the leader, 4 out from Baccaro. That's Nod Form towards the left as we see them. Baccaro jumped it second. Floyd, with his white face showing towards the right of the picture, jumped it third. Ikdam's under pressure. Bosky and Chieftain's just in behind Nod Form, and Ride Again being nudged along there as Baccaro comes to tackle Nod Form. 3 out. Nod Form from Baccaro, racing now towards the second last. Bosky and Chieftain with a chance towards the left of the picture. Ride Again in behind him, and then comes Floyd. But Baccaro is travelling the smoothest at the moment as they race round the home turn. Baccaro the leader from on the near side, Ride Again on the far side, Nod Form, then Bosky and Chieftain and Floyd racing towards the second last, and Bendahan goes for home on Baccaro. Ride Again making ground under pressure towards the near side, Nod Form between he and Bosky and Chieftain on the far side, but the second last, Baccaro is going to be the clear lead. He goes right through it and falls. Baccaro a faller there, and Ride Again is left with the advantage. Old man Floyd is making ground in the centre, and Bosky and Chieftain over on the far side, but Ride Again coming to the final flight with a 1.5 lengths advantage. Ride Again lands a 1.5 lengths clear of Floyd on the far side. Floyd making ground all the time. Ride Again on the near side. Floyd on the far side. Floyd is really sprinting now. He's coming to tackle him. He looks as though he's going to get there at the line. Floyd has won it, the 10-year-old. Second is Ride Again, and third is Bosky and Chieftain. 4 is Ikdam, and 5 Nod Form, and 6 is Carif. And so the result of the Youngman's Long Walk Hurdle is first, number 4, Floyd, owned by Mr. M.V. Walsh, trained by David Elsworth. It's got him off the 13 mark. Floyd, winner of 14 of his 37 races now, ridden by Graham Bradley. Second was number 8, Ride Again, owned by Mrs. K.I. Haywood, trained by Peter Cundall, ridden by Graham McCourt. And third is number 2, Bosky and Chieftain, owned by Miss Christine Oles, trained by James Bennett and ridden by Jimmy Frost. And fourth was number 5, Ikdam, and so Floyd, the 10-to-1 winner of the Youngman's Long Walk Hurdle. And here's how he won it.
Well, it was the second last that saw the drama, but this time it wasn't Zodic Ride, it was Baccaro.
Yes, I'm just trying to have a look. He's just got there too long and half a stride and just gone through the top of it. He obviously would have won if he'd stood up at the last, and he got the trip. He's put a wonderful performance up and looked like winning. It's very sad. There, Floyd's coming through, and he's going to stay on, and I expect, as I said, he'll get a great reception, a great campaigner. Celtic Ride
Again's run a good race, and he's jumped the last 2 lengths in front, couldn't quicken, whereas old Floyd, who now gets the trip, and he's put his 2-mile speed into effect.
Yes, Ride Again, as you say, has run on and run a good race, but old Floyd has really put his head down, and Brad will be very pleased to have won this race. He hasn't had a great run lately, and that's very nice for him.
And interesting to see him now quite happily coming off the pace, whereas in the olden days he liked to dictate and lob along. And look at those lovely loppy ears. I mean, what an honest old boy.
Yes, exactly. I mean, wonderful advert for National Hunt Racing at this age to still be going around 10-year-old winning 3-mile conditions hurdle. And that puts him in contention, I suppose, for Cheltenham there.
So Floyd, a very popular winner. Here now starting prices.
First, number 4, Floyd, 10 to 1.
Was coming back.